players that you do or do not have the home field advantage.
Right. So it is up now to the players. So let's take a deeper look at them and go down to the field. Here's Bob Trumpy.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Oakland, California. First things first, Brian Gumble mentioned something to you about Dan Pastorini. Well, we have an unconfirmed report here in Oakland that last night Dan Pastorini, repeat unconfirmed, broke his ankle. Now, he was injured earlier in the season. A lot of people in Oakland feel that the reason of the Oakland Raiders' success was his injury. Jim Plunkett came on and did a great job. It is unconfirmed that he broke his ankle last night. He was not activated for this football game, which made him a little mad. But Al Davis knows nothing about it, but it is unconfirmed. If we do find something out about Dan Pastorini and his, we understand, broken ankle, we'll keep you informed. All right, now to these two teams today. When you look at these two teams, when the season started in 1980, Houston was supposed to be here. This was their year to kick in the door. The Oakland Raiders had no chance. Then they had the gall to trade Dave Casper, and before the season started, they had the gall to trade Kent Stabler. Well, they're both here in the playoffs, 11-5. And to give you some idea how good both these teams are, this is how they got there. After 5 games in 1980, the Houston Oilers were 2-3. They are in the playoffs today. And a lot of the credit must go to this man, number 12, Ken Stabler, the Snake, his first appearance as an opponent in Oakland. One of his favorite receivers there, Dave Casper, number 87. 1979, an all-pro performer for the Oakland Raiders. In 1980, a Pro Bowler for the Houston Oilers. The other part of the two tight end offense, Mike Barber. He, too, a Pro Bowler in 1980. Mike Renfro, with injury to Ken Burrow, the most dependable outside receiver the Houston Oilers have. And to Tyler Rose, Earl Campbell, the NFL's most awesome running back. And the NFL's leading rusher in 1980. Special teams, well, if Fritz can't kick, yes, the Houston Oilers can be tricky. Tim Wilson here, not 3, but almost, yes, 6. And Vernon Perry, last year in the playoffs against San Diego, 4 interceptions. Can he duplicate the performance today? Possibly.
You know, I don't really think that it's going to make a whole lot of difference whether they send 3 players here and we send 2 out there or not. I don't think it'll make any difference. It would have maybe if it had been the first game of the season, but this late in the year, I don't think it would bother upset either team.
It's going to be fun to go back there and see the crowd reaction and the reaction of the media, and I'm looking forward to going back there and see the guys that I played with for a long time. I've got a lot of close friends back there. I respect those guys a lot, and I'm looking forward to it.
For the first 6 games, they were playing with their team, trying to figure out what they're going to do. And I think they've settled on things. And, you know, I may know a couple of the tendencies and stuff, but I don't think I'm going to know anything more than I couldn't have learned from film from them anyway.
It's going to be a very physical football game, and of course Oakland is kind of like Pittsburgh. They play very physical and they put a lot of men on the lines down the scrimmage defensively. So I think it's going to depend on how well we can put our offensive linemen on their defensive men.
The game will be won down inside, out in the trenches. So I think it's going to be a very physical game. I'm looking forward to it. So I think we play better when it's a physical game, and especially a team like Oakland. They're physical, and I think we'll be in there, hang in there with them.
You know, we're going to have to stop the running game first of all. We're going to have to take Swift out of the game and take away some of the things that they like to do in their passing game.
The Oakland Raiders in 1980 began their season 2-3. Then Dan Pastorini got hurt. This man came on. Given up for dead last year in San Francisco, he has led the Oakland Raiders offensively. With the likes of Cliff Branch, their deep threat, almost 20 yards average per catch. And Bob Chandler, looks like Fred Bolitnikoff, doesn't he? Makes the sensational catch. Raymond Chester, tight end. Still got speed over the middle. And Kenny King, running back. Had the misfortune of playing behind Billy Sims at Oklahoma. And an understudy to Earl Campbell in Houston. Now finally a chance to prove that he can play. Teamed with King in the backfield, Mark Van Egan. The Raiders' leading rusher in 1980, one of the most powerful runners there is in the game today. On defense, a one-man wrecking crew, number 83, Ted Hendricks. And Lester Hayes, the NFL's interception leader with 13, a man to avoid at all costs today.
Well, the experience factor is always important when you go into playoffs. We still have a nucleus of a lot of players that were in the playoffs when we had our great football teams, and I think that carries over onto the younger players. The feeling, the spirit going into the playoffs, making the playoffs. I think that's one of the big motivating factors that got us here in the first place.
Most of our players, especially offensively and many of them defensively, have been there before. They've been in the playoffs. We've got an experienced team overall, more so than not, and so it won't be a real new experience. It'll be a new experience for me and a couple of the other players, but other than that, our guys are pretty experienced being in the playoffs.
After our game last week, it was a very subdued kind of celebrating because the guys that had been there knew that the important games, the money games, start now. And I think that's a big advantage for Oakland is their history of having been in the playoffs. And like I said, there's enough guys here who still remember that.
We just continue to do what we've been doing all year long. You don't really change what you've been doing all year. We just try to execute.
I think we're going to have to come up with a 240-pound defensive back to stop Earl. And hopefully we can sneak him in as the 12th man in our defense. And I think that'll really throw Houston off. I noticed that they used that type of offense one time in their film against Cleveland. They added an extra man. Maybe we can get away with it, too.
To be quite honest about it, you can't stop a man like Earl Campbell. He's gonna do well, whatever you know, regardless of what you throw at him. So we're just gonna play the defense out the way it's designed to play, and we're gonna try to stop everything around him.
Kenny knows basically what our defense is all about. He's been playing against us, with Oakland all through these years. So basically what we'll do is play the way we have been all year, and we try to go for the big play. We play hard and aggressive, and they come at us hard and aggressive. So it should be a very interesting matchup.
All right, Bryant, that's what we got here on the field in Oakland. How about you?
Okay, Bob, thank you. Before you disappear, let me get back to the Pastorini situation for one moment. And again, we'd like to stress that the Pastorini reports of his broken ankle are unconfirmed. But, Bob, I'm curious, do you have a guess as to why the Raiders are shrouding this injury, if there is one, so much in mystery? Is there a suggestion that Pastorini was doing something wrong?
Well, I think, Bryant, the situation is simply this, that they chose not to activate him. They kept Mark Wilson, a young man who is a rookie who has thrown only 5 passes so far this season. And I think Dan Pastorini was offended. I think he's on the outs with the Oakland Raiders, with Al Davis, with Tom Flores. And the players in the locker room before the game didn't expect Dan Pastorini to be around at all. In fact, one of the players said to me, if you want to see Dan Pastorini, I would suggest you go to the Houston Oilers locker room. Rather interesting.
Thank you, Bob. And indeed, he has not made an appearance yet in the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Maybe Charlie and Lenny can update us on that situation as the game progresses. Pastorini went from Houston to Oakland. Among those who went from Oakland to Houston was one Jack Tatum, who wrote a book called They Call Me Assassin. He'll talk to Bob Trumpy when we come back right after this.
But all he has done is win for this football team because he's won 9 out of the 11 games he's been a starter. Raymond Chester, the tight end for Oakland, is an outstanding tight end. He's making a catch here against New York a week ago. I look in crucial situations for Plunkett to go to his tight end.
Now, the key statistic could well be time of possession, and for the Raiders, that means their 2 running backs.
Kenny King, their running back, who's had an outstanding year, has not played the last couple of weeks. He is going to be playing today. He's going to be the outside threat. Inside, Van Egan is going to have to carry the ball and do a good job because if the running game goes, that means it takes a lot of the pressure off of Jim Plunkett, the quarterback.
And it also means that if the running game goes for the Oakland Raiders, that means that their offense is on the field, and that means that the Houston Oilers and Earl Campbell, their offense is sitting on the sideline. We really have a great one. NFL 80 will continue in a moment.
All over the world.
Jones, Lynn Dawson. And if Charles Dickens was a sports writer, he would say it is the tale of 2 cities, Houston and Oakland. And for the winner, it will be the best of times. For the loser, the worst of times. As Chris Farr is kicking off for the Raiders. Carl Roaches and Ronnie Coleman are set for the return. Coleman at the goal line. Ronnie's to the 10, 15, 20, and he returns it near the 25-yard line. Let's look at the offense of the Houston Oilers. They, of course, will be led at quarterback by the snake, Ken Stabler. Stabler hitting 64.1% on the year. 13 touchdowns, but 28 interceptions. Tim Wilson, one running back. He is there to block for this man, number 34,
Earl Campbell. Spotted at the 25-yard line. Houston has the ball. Mike Renfro will be the wide receiver. They'll go with 2 tight ends. And Earl Campbell gets the call. And he has a quick 4 yards. It'll be second down and 6. Mike Renfro, the wide receiver. Now the tight ends, Mike Barber and Dave Casper.
On the last play, there was a fumble, Charlie. They stole the ball from Earl Campbell, and Oakland is getting great field position right after the first play of the game.
Mike Davis stole the football from Campbell. Davis is number 36.
Taking a look at Campbell, 34, going up the middle of that Oakland defensive line. And the ball is snatched right out from under him. Oakland coming up with it. You see in the bottom of the pile right there, 36. Davis coming up with the football, the strong safety. Wide receiver Jess Frost.
Scooped up at the 12-yard line on the return by Carl Roches. Roches breaks it to the outside. And you're right, the Oilers will have good field position. Chris Barr, the man who kicked off, made the tackle after a 26-yard return. So Houston will move on offense for the second time, and here's the defense.
Number 72, John Matuzak, is really having an outstanding year for the Oakland Raiders and providing a lot of great leadership. Number 83, the Stork, Ted Hendrick, having, I think, the best year of his career. The man who leads to everybody in interceptions, number 37, Lester Hayes at the quarterback position.
And don't forget number 36, Mike Davis, who stripped the ball from Earl Campbell, came up with the fumble, the turnover, that led to the field goal. Pass is complete, first down, going to Dave Casper. Covering 13 yards and the first down. Bob Nelson, the linebacker, stops him. It is at the Oakland 49-yard line.
Charlie, you said you're going to dance with the one that brought you, and we mentioned about this combination. Look at Stabler. He's looking for number 87, and that is Dave Casper. The Stork hit Stabler right after he released the football, but 87, Casper, was just looking for that open area. He found the opening area. Stabler found him.
Stabler and Casper played together for 6 years with the Oakland Raiders. Here's Earl Campbell. Flips it, he makes his turn. He may get a yard, but that will be it as Bob Nelson was there to cut him down, the linebacker number 51. Oakland now from their own 5-yard line, first down. Just under 10 and a half minutes left to go. We're in the first quarter. Mark Van Egan gets the call, and he picks up 3 yards to the 8. It will be second down and 7. Mike Reinfeldt makes the tackle, and now let's watch from behind at ground level.
And we mentioned about Oakland. They need to get their ground game going, too, so that Earl Campbell is on the sidelines. But you see a little slippage down there. That wouldn't happen, I don't believe, in the Astrodome because it has synthetic turf. But here we're down here below sea level, and the field down there gets a little slippery at times.
And there is Mark Van Egan. We mentioned the fact that he is the workhorse of the offense for the Oakland Raiders. Mike Reinfeldt shaken up on the play. Reinfeldt was originally with the Oakland Raiders, as Dave Resnick pointed out this morning in the San Francisco Examiner. He unfortunately did not play a game with them in regular season.
They can't afford to lose him. That's because right. Vernon Perry is hurt. Tatum started at the strong safety position. They don't have that many players on the roster in the secondary for the Houston Oilers.
And so it is Wilson, Perry, Tatum, and Stimlick now in the secondary. And it is second down 7. Plunkett dumps it off right side. Lots of room to tight end Chester. Raymond Chester. J.C. Wilson moves up to make the tackle. First down.
Both teams are going to go to their tight end in situation. This is a zone defense by the Houston Oilers, but plenty of time for Plunkett to look downfield. The offensive line with Gene Upshaw and Shell in there did an excellent job of protecting the quarterback, and Chester was wide open, coming up with a big first down for the Oakland Raiders.
First down, Oakland at their own 18-yard line. They lead 3-0 in the ball game. Kenny King getting the call, number 33. An ankle injury of the last couple of weeks seems to be all right as Tatum and Bingham make the tackle.
Taking a look at Kenny King to see how he moves early in this game, to see if he is hampered because of the ankle injury, but that time he looked as quick as ever. He adds a dimension to Oakland that they really haven't had that much, and that is that great outside speed. They've always had that fullback that could bang away inside. You haven't always had the man that could get outside and break it for long games.
Weinfeld is back in the secondary for Houston. King again gets the call. Mark at the 24-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 4 after he has 1. And Robert Brazil, the outside linebacker, is the man who stopped the yards through him, though, because there was excellent coverage on Chester. Wilson and Reinfeldt both picked him up.
Actually, good blocking by the line because Plunkett was in a position. You know how long you're back there as a quarterback. Taking a look at number 88, that's Raymond Chester, getting a workout over there by Washington, and he's being picked up. Everybody knows that, or Houston knows that they like to go to Chester, so he gets the attention of those secondary people. But Plunkett was back there long enough that he knew that if he waited any longer, he was going to get nailed, so he got rid of the football.
Kyle Roach is the free agent rookie from Texas A&M. Is set to return the punt of Ray Guy, who had a 43.6-yard average during the regular season, 3rd in the NFL. Fielded at the 38-yard line. To the 45. Roach goes out of bounds around the 47-yard line. He'll get 9 yards on the return. The kick covered 37 yards, and Derek Ramsey was chasing him. When we come back, Houston will have the football. Quarter. Oakland leading Houston 3-0. Chris Myers' 47-yard field goal was set up by Mike Davis, recovering the ball, a fumble from Earl Campbell. In reality, he simply stood there. Play action, and he is sacked. Lester Hayes got him. The left cornerback was coming. The Raiders had 54 sacks during the regular season, 3rd in the NFL.
You don't expect a cornerback to be coming after you very often in the National Football League because of double tight end situation. It was the fact that faking that ball, it was a play action pass. He was looking to go to his left, but you're going to see 37 Lester Hayes come into the picture. No one came in his direction, and his responsibility was out in the flat. Since no one came, he went after Stabler, made a big sack.
A loss of 9 on the play. Billy Johnson is in. Stabler to throw, has protection, fires. It's incomplete, 50-yard line. He was going to Mike Barber, the other tight end, and Mike Davis, the strong safety, had the coverage. Here on NBC. Earl Campbell. Biggest gain that Campbell has had in the ball game, and it's 6 yards.
And they're going straight ahead because it's straight ahead blocking by that Houston offensive line. If you get any type of seam at all for that man. Now you're taking Carl Mock is going on Reggie Kinlaw right over the center, and it's a standoff. When you get a standoff by the center on that nose guard, there's going to be a natural hole there for the running back, and there was. And Campbell picked up 5.
Bob Nelson, inside linebacker, made the tackle. Play action. Going deep. Almost intercepted. Burgess Owens almost picked it up.
Guess who he was looking for?
The man that you've been talking about.
Yes, sir. Number 87, Dave Casper, trying to make it. And Casper almost came up with a great catch. The ball was thrown behind him. And you look at Burgess Owens there. He had an opportunity to come up with it also. But there were defensive men back there. The ball was up in the air. It was up for grabs for anybody. Taking a look right now. The snake, Kenny Stabler, going back to throw. Good protection. Gets the ball up in the air, as you can see. And it's anybody's ball down there. Owens almost coming up with the interception.
Stabler has completed 2 of 4 for 21 yards. Quick out, far side to Ronnie Coleman. Coleman streaking down the sideline with the first down and out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 22 yards on the play. Mike Davis finally caught him. Houston converting on a 3rd and 4.
That time he was out there by himself. Either a linebacker was unable to get out there or the linebacker was picked because he got rid of the ball in a hurry. As you see, there isn't anybody out there, a linebacker or a defensive back, to make the play when he makes the catch. An easy first down, and once again, excellent field position for Houston.
And Coleman had only 16 receptions during the regular season. First down at the Oakland 27-yard line. Earl Campbell, great shot, 12-yard line. A quick 15 in the first down. Mike Davis with the tackle.
You may stop this man 1 play, 2 plays, but eventually, if there's any seam at all, he's going through straight ahead blocking as you're taking a look at the offensive line. Bob Young, the veteran at offensive left guard, provides a hole for him. And that's all that's necessary for this man, picking up another big first down for Houston.
1,934 yards.
This is their game. This is what Houston wants to do. Get that ball to Earl Campbell. Few play passes by Stabler.
Campbell has 26 yards. He'll add a couple more to that total as he goes to the 10. Matuzak makes the tackle. It'll be second down and 8.
Big John Matuzak made the hit on him, but Earl still picked up 3 yards when he was hit near the line of scrimmage, showing you the strength of Campbell, because you're taking a look at Big John Matuzak. He's weighing in about 280 pounds.
6'8".
In shape.
Yes. 10-yard line, second down.
John Matuzak's really having an outstanding year.
Campbell flipping 2 tackles, fighting his way to the 6-yard line. And he got the on his own, taking Raider players with him. Mike Davis finally hauled him down.
Earl Campbell was nailed at the line of scrimmage once again by Matuzak. He hit him at the line of scrimmage, just showing the great strength and the agility of Earl Campbell. Most backs would have been down right there, but it was
and I think Bob Nelson right there, 51, bounces off of it.
He didn't wrap his arms around him, but how are you going to wrap your arms around that, man? Take a look at the thigh, his leg.
It'll be third down and 3. Campbell. Short of the first down. It'll be fourth down as Matt Millen, the rookie from Penn State.
And Buck Phillips is taking a look. He wants to know how far it is for the first down. But one thing is, you've got to get some points when you're down there. You got an Earl Campbell, and you only need a half a foot to go with it. But here he is. Watch the leg drive of Earl Campbell. He's hit right there. His legs continue to churn, although that there are 3 and 4 of the Oakland Raider defensive players there.
James brought out to show the exact distance.
You
got a yard.
Rich Castor coming into the ball game.
That's 3 tough feet to go.
3 tight ends in the ball game. Long is going for it.
Sustaining a field goal attempt in the tie right now with 1:46 left to go. First quarter. So put that in your memory book.
And I think that the ball undoubtedly will go to the man who carries the number 34. That's who I give it to.
Raiders have 4 down linemen now. Matuzak, Kinlaw, Joe Campbell, Dave Browning as Nelson, the linebacker, comes out.
You're going to see a massive humanity down there because Oakland is digging in. So is Houston.
Campbell, he's got it. The gamble pays off. He goes to the 1-yard line. Lester Hayes stopped him.
Well, I guess, you know, when you have an Earl Campbell, maybe it really isn't that much of a gamble, Charlie, because he is so strong, so powerful. He's built low to the ground. You're going to take a look at number 34. Wilson going in first to try to provide a hole for him, but he just bowls his way forward. Virtually, there's no way to stop him unless you hit him in the backfield. You got to get him before he gets to the line of scrimmage.
And this is the 9th play of the drive. Full house backfield. Carpenter in motion. Campbell. He touchdown. Houston has the lead. 55 yards on the drive, 9 plays.
And it's Houston's type of offense. Get that ball to Earl Campbell, run him straight ahead, let him find his own hole. The gap in there, he did at that time. The tough yardage situations. Tom Flores knew who was going to get the ball. We all knew who was going to get the football. That's one thing, but how do you stop Earl Campbell? The only way you can stop him, as I said, you must get penetration by that defensive line to get. Here it is, 45. Wilson is his blocking mate. He provides a hit there. Casper, 87, is fighting and scratching to help him get into the end zone.
So is Rob Carpenter with a good block.
Said there'd be a massive humanity down there. There was, but emerging from it all, number 34, Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell dishes out a lot of punishment, but you have to know, even though he is strong, punishment. And the big question is, how long can he continue to do it?
Angelo Fields, the man that we have been talking about, the starting offensive left tackle replacing Leon Gray is the injured player. And he would be replaced on offense by Conway Heyman, who has been out with a disc problem. Been back a couple of weeks, but really is not in that kind of a shape.
That looks very familiar to Al Davis, the managing partner of the Oakland Raiders. He'll give that chewing gum a workout before this game is over.
Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson, and Love You Blue is here in Oakland.
Oh, yes, Houston. The fans love them.
And look at that for the Raiders. 0 passing yardage in the first quarter. And it is 3rd down and 20. Bucket going deep. Cliff Branch can't get to it. He overthrows him by 3 full steps. Reinfeldt had the cover.
He did not want to underthrow him because Reinfeldt was playing center field for Houston. He was back there. What kind of speed does he have? And Chet Franklin, who coached him in Colorado, said he is the same today that he was when he was at Colorado.
Oh, boy. Great guy to kick. Carl Roach is going to again give the Houston Oilers excellent field position. Low snap.
Got a hold of that.
Roaches takes it back at the 42. He's to the 45. He's to the 50, the 45. 37-yard line. Todd Christensen, who snapped for the Oakland Raiders in a punting situation, is the man who made the tackle. The kick covered 49 yards, 21 yards on the return. The Oilers have excellent field position, and Houston has the lead 7-3.
I'll tell you, Charlie, that was an excellent return by Carl Roaches because Bradshaw was down there, had a shot at him, but he made a good move to avoid that. Getting back once again, Houston has been enjoying great field position, except for the first time they had the ball when they gave it up.
Earl Campbell. Campbell to the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3 as Ted Hendricks makes the tackle.
Here's what it looks like to the kicker when that ball is coming back. And Guy is an excellent athlete. It is a low snap, but he gathers that ball in very nicely and booms it. But unfortunately for Oakland, fortunately for Houston, Roach has made a great return. They're on the 30-yard line now.
When Houston wins, Earl Campbell usually carries the ball about 25 times. He gains about 155 yards. Well, this is his 12th carry. And he now has 49 yards rushing in the game as he goes to the 26. Rod Martin with the tackle along with Burgess Owens. Right at the first down marker.
Double tight for Houston. The reason they do that, as we said before, you got 2 great blocking tight ends. Number 87, Dave Casper, is one of them. And he is blocking on a man that's a lot smaller than number 53, Rod Martin. And when he gives away about 30 pounds, you think it's a mismatch that your tight end has the advantage on straight-ahead blocking. You also notice there, Earl Campbell slipped a little bit. I think if he hadn't slipped, they wouldn't be bringing out this change. He was getting ready to plant that foot and bowl his way forward. First down anyway.
Be sure to stay with us at halftime. Brian Gumbel hosting NFL 80. He will have a live phone hookup with Dan Pastorini, and they'll be updating that story. Dan's getting
a lot of publicity.
A lot of publicity, and he wasn't even activated, which he was a little upset about that, and I'm sure that Brian will be asking him that question also. 26-yard line, and a first down. 7-3, Houston leading. Campbell right side, give him 2. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. Just under 13 and a half minutes left to go in the first half as Matt Millen and Reggie Kinlaw make the tackle.
You could see on first down they were anticipating the run because that's what Houston has been doing, and they had the linebackers. They were in a 2-point stance, but they were up on that line of scrimmage looking for and anticipating the run. And they stopped at that time. What they've got to do, simple, don't give Houston 4 yards on first down, 4 more yards on first down.
They didn't that time. It is 2nd and 8. So let's see if Stabler throws or goes back to Campbell. He stays with Campbell. Campbell diving to the 19-yard line. He has 5. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Reggie Kinlaw, the middle guard, makes the tackle.
They're doing some blocking up front. That offensive line, they know what they've got to do. Here you see Big John Matuzak. He's having a good year. See the strength of Big John on that. He didn't make the tackle, but he occupied 2 of the Houston offensive linemen.
Ronnie Coleman comes in, and he is in as a receiver. This is a passing formation. Coleman in motion. A little play action didn't fool anybody. And
it away.
When the Snake throws it away, he throws it away. You like that. There was a couple of flags dropped. The Boy, this is something you've always advocated. Put it up in the stands.
Don't take a chance yet because, you know, first of all, the Snake has never been known as a scrambling type quarterback. But he's always been known as an intelligent quarterback. That was an intelligent move. They had the blitz on, but just got rid of the ball. And unfortunately, they also had a penalty.
It will be marked off against the Houston Oilers. Earl Campbell so far 14 carries, 56 yards rushing. Here's the call.
Holding. Offense number 70. Third down.
The holding on the left with a sprained knee.
And for Heyman, he really is not 100%. He's better than he was a week ago, but he isn't at 100% right now. That could be a problem for Houston.
Third down, 13.
Carpenter.
He'll get 2 yards. Big problem the last couple of weeks. In fact, the Oilers are also carrying Chester Marco as a field goal kicker. 45-yard attempt. Does not make it from 45 yards away. 3 wide receivers are in. Morris, Bradshaw comes wide to the near side. The Oilers are 5 in the secondary. Plunkett has pressure. He throws deep. Brad goes up. It is tipped. It is incomplete.
He got rid of the football. That time, Cliff Branch did not time that very well. He jumped too soon. Really didn't have a shot of coming up with the ball, but there were 2 defensive men back there, and Cliff Branch along with him. Here you take a look at number 21, Cliff Branch. Outstanding receiver, and he is a long ball threat. You can see the quickness and the swiftness of Branch. Now, he's open, but the ball is underthrown. Now, he is there, and he's going to jump. He jumps too soon right there. He's up. The ball hadn't got there yet. And you got 2 defensive men back there. You got Vernon Terry and Mike Reinfeldt.
Underthrown. You're right, but it was still 70 yards in the air. Ray Guy to kick. Kyle Roaches is set for the return. Oh, a beauty! Into the end zone. 66 yards.
Second time down that area, he ran it just straight ahead. That's what you have to do. If it's slippery down there, just go straight ahead.
Campbell, the remaining back, is stopped. It'll be 4th down. And now the Oakland Raiders can come up with excellent field position. Ted Hendricks makes the tackle. With you on your ball club in 1969 when you were in the Wildcard.
He was on this field when we beat the Oakland Raiders to advance to the Super Bowl.
King leaning across the 40. Just give him a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ted Washington was there.
Ted Washington does an outstanding job against the running game. A lot of times they get him out in passing situations. But they're stringing this play out. Number 32, Vernon Perry, the strong safety, got good penetration, so he looks like he's healthy, Charlie. He's playing very well. You know, looking at the situation here for Oakland, they've only passed the ball once on 1st down. And that particular time, Plunkett was sacked for an 11-yard loss. But 1st down situations, they haven't been establishing anything.
Plunkett has completed only 1 of 5 passes for 10 yards since 4 in the pattern. As time he goes deep, getting King. He's there. He's got it. He's out of bounds. 2-yard line. Listen to the crowd.
Shows the quickness of that running back, Kenny King, because he was going from the backfield, and that was a long pass. He was going against Robert Brazil, number 52, who has excellent speed. He turns around, and he has him beaten, makes the catch, and both feet inbound. For the Oakland Raiders now, hey, you talk about field position. This is a field position you love to have, right at the goal line.
Gibson and Van Eeghen, the 2 running backs. This is Gibson trying the right side. He is stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe just inside the 2. It'll be 2nd down and goal to go. Darrell Hunt and J.C. Wilson.
That long at that situation, the offensive line has to do the job.
Van Eeghen is stopped as Mark is pushed back. What about a bootleg? No. when he recovered a fumble.
Let me tell you something, Charlie. That was an excellent throw because when you roll to one side at the goal line and throw back to the other side, if it is underthrown and somebody picks that ball off, you're looking at 6 points the other way. That time it was an excellent throw. Number 27, Greg Stemrick, was on that side. It was a great catch by number 46, Todd Christensen. He's rolling to one side and coming back, throwing across the field. It's an excellent throw. 27, Stemrick was there. The catch was made by Christensen. It's 6 points for Oakland.
And that is Christensen's first reception of the year. Extra point is good. The Oakland Raiders are back in front. They lead by 3. A 41-yard drive in 5 plays. It consumed 2 minutes and 9 seconds. We'll be back with the kickoff. Return. They let go, and he is wrapped up. Lester Hayes got him second sack of the ball game for the Oakland Raiders. And Hayes got both sacks. Now you've got a defensive cornerback blitzing.
Well, he has responsibility. If a back came out his way, he wouldn't be able to do that, but the back went the other way, so he had no responsibility on the coverage. So he just takes off after Stabler, gets him around the neck, and brings him down. A big play once again for Oakland. I'm sure that they haven't shown this. This is something new because Stabler had no idea or no inkling whatsoever that this man, a cornerback, was going to be blitzing.
Loss of 10 at 2nd and 20. 5 in the secondary. Stabler drills it, pass is complete to Casper. And Casper moves to the 26-yard line. They get 10 of it back. Otis McKinney and Ted Hendricks make the tackle. Stabler under pressure, throwing. It's there. It's incomplete. Casper stopped. The defender had slipped. He misjudged it.
He definitely misjudged that because all he had to do was run under that ball. No one was anywhere near Casper. It would have been an easy reception for this man. Number 87. Casper's coming in. Take a look at the footing there. It doesn't look very good. Right there. Davis slips and falls. Wide open. He hesitated right there. If he'd have kept on moving, Charlie would have come up with the football.
Los Angeles in the NFC wildcard game, 34-13, and he will have a live telephone hookup with Dan Pastorini, who was in an automobile accident last night.
Look at all this. See Lester Hayes, all that sticking on his hands. Oh, that's a nightmare. The quarterback's trying to handle the football.
Plunkett to throw, and he bounces this one incomplete. Whittington, the intended receiver, coming out of the backfield. Bingham had picked him up. So move it back to the Oakland 36-yard line.
Picked him up after he threw him down. But that was good coverage by Bingham, and I think Plunkett was just throwing that ball in the ground to get rid of it.
It'll be 2nd down and 10.
You can see that this field is many things, and you can see the top of the screen or the middle top of your screen is the sun area over there. So if you're throwing the ball in that area, it's a problem with the sun and locating the football.
Defensively, Stensrud is in, and Hollywood Henderson is in. 2nd down and 10. 4 on the pattern, out of the backfield, pass is complete. Good open field move by Whittington. First down. He picks up around 20 yards, make it 19 officially.
He put an excellent move on the cornerback, number 33, Wilson, and then Raymond Chester was downfield, and he provided another good block. Here it is. It's a delayed pattern to the back coming out of the backfield. You're going to see a good move on the cornerback right here, right there on Wilson. He slips and falls, and there right there, number 88 is Raymond Chester, made a good block, enabling him to pick up about another 10 yards.
And then Vernon Perry took him out of bounds at the Houston 44-yard line. 3:48, time remaining, first half. Oakland with the football and a 3-point lead, 10-7. Plunkett to throw. He goes up top all alone if he can get to it. No! Bob Chandler came down with the ball out of bounds, and he was all alone. There was not an order within 15 yards.
I was asking just a second ago, what about Bob Chandler? They hadn't thrown him the football. He is another big play man. Plunkett going back in the pocket, has good protection, gets the ball up, makes an excellent catch on the football, but the ball was thrown too close to the sideline. When the man is that wide open, you don't throw it anywhere near the sidelines. Bring it back, even if it's short, to the inside. He can come back and make the catch.
Houston territory.
played it, unfortunately. It's against them, I believe.
Illegal procedure, the call against the Oakland Raiders.
And that really hurts. Taking a look back here, Plunkett going back to pass. He has time. A good move by Raymond Chester, and he is wide open on a corner move. A corner meaning you're running toward the corner of the end zone.
Offense, number 78, backing out before the snap.
Here it is, 88, Raymond Chester. 33 is J.C. Wilson, the cornerback, and 28 is Jack Tatum. Either one close enough to the big tight end, but they brought the ball back anyway. Number 78, Art Shell. He's trying to hunch a little bit. Charlie trying to get back there.
Now it's 3rd down and 18. The Oakland 48-yard line. Going deep again. Same man. Intercepted in the end zone. Vernon Perry coming up with the football.
That was a great interception by a man that was very questionable as whether he was even going to be able to play in this football game or not. Two things that I saw on that particular play. One is that Chester has great speed, and Plunkett really still has that great arm, because he threw this ball at least 65 yards in the air. But a great interception right there. 32, strong safety, Vernon Perry.
And that is his 5th playoff interception. Carpenter picks up 4 to the Houston 24. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Mike Davis with the tackle.
Here's the snake, Kenny Stabler, and this is with draw play to 26. That's Carpenter. He's looking for a hole. As you can see that he's looking for a place to go. There isn't any place to go.
2nd and 6, and Carpenter is the remaining back. Earl Campbell is not in the ballgame offensively. They've had lots of time, and then he will be sacked 3rd for the Oakland Raiders. And Dave Browning got it.
He popped twice. He was looking for his tight end, Dave Casper, who's running a crossing pattern going from the left side all the way over to the right. But that just took too long to establish that pattern. And you take that was about 5 seconds, Charlie. And if you have 5 seconds to throw, if you can't get it off in 5 seconds, somebody is well covered. You can see he's looking for Casper. Pump twice. Now he goes down to Dave Browning, number 73.
Fritz going for the tie at halftime. 6 seconds left to go in the 2nd quarter. Flags are down.
I thought I saw Houston move.
And the official signal the kick was no good.
False start, number 70, offense.
The 2 officials under the goalpost said no, he did not hit it. We have 2 seconds on the clock. That was a 1st down. Tony has missed from 45 yards away short, and he missed this one. But it is erased by the penalty, so he has another chance.
This is well within his range. 2 of them he's missed so far in this first half.
It will be 1st down and 15 if they accept the penalty, or 2nd down and 10. Ted Henry's coming over to talk to the official. And the flag is dropped for some of the discussion that is going on. And then it's picked up. From the 27. An attempt of 37 yards and the tie. For the football. I believe it was Lester Hayes that came up with it, or Willie Jones? Lester Hayes came up with it. Willie Jones is the man who blocked it. And time runs out.
And so did Temple. They're real explosive 2nd half. Tony Fresh coming in to kick the ball. He just punches it. It's a low kick. He didn't really get it up in the air. 37, Lester Hayes comes up with it. And at halftime, Oakland enjoys a 3-point lead.
It has is Oakland 10 and Houston 7. We'll be back in a moment. Oakland defense, they've defensed Campbell very well. Now, what is Houston going to do?
They're going to have to establish Earl Campbell. They're going to have to do that, whether they do it by running him or perhaps the snake coming up on first down and putting the ball in the air to loosen up those linebackers, because the linebackers are really uptight to that line of scrimmage, looking for the run all the way.
Houston, their own 37-yard line, play action on first down. Has pressure, puts the pressure. In the coverage, it's caught, 24-yard line. Lester Hayes had the coverage on Mike Renfro. 39 yards. That is Renfro's second reception of the ball game. Remember the first one? Sideline pass into the first half.
He was not looking for Renfro. He was looking the other way. Plenty of time. Good pass protection by that line. He avoids a move right here. A lot of other quarterbacks were taken off and run because there was nobody in front of him. But he drilled that ball, and Renfro came up with a big catch, something that they have needed. Now they're in excellent field position, and they can put Earl Campbell to work. There it is. Renfro, 82, wide receiver. It's good coverage by Lester Hayes. He threw the ball away from Lester Hayes.
Earl Campbell batters his way to the 18-yard line. He has 6 yards when anybody else would have had 3.
Battered is right, because that is sheer strength of Earl Campbell banging up in the middle of that line.
Matuzak and Martin Stockton.
Conway Heyman blocking on Browning, number 83. He gets his body in front of Browning, away from the ball carrier, and that's a good block. He didn't have much leg drive, though, and it's probably because of the back injuries that he's had.
Second and 4. Campbell, first down. Earl going to the 13-yard line. He picks up 5 yards in the first down.
And they're going to that left side. They've got Conway Heyman, number 70, over there that's playing in place of Fields, who is out, will not see any action because of a knee injury in the first half. Number 34, Earl Campbell, straight ahead. Straight ahead blocking, just looking for a standoff block up there, and he had a good block by Bob Young, 63, the offensive guard. Earl Campbell doesn't need a whole lot of room. We give him a little bit, he's going to make some good yardage.
Miller and Nelson on the tackle. It's a first down at the 13-yard line of Oakland. Campbell will get a yard to the 12. It'll be second down 9. Reggie Kinlaw and Dave Browning stop him after 1.
Here we're taking a look at Conway Heyman once again. They're looking, it's a draw play. He's hoping to entice that defensive end Browning to go to the outside, but he made a good play. He was not going to go that way, and he tried to leg whip at the last moment, but it wasn't to no avail. They made the tackle, only picked up a couple of yards.
Earl Campbell very slow getting up, but Earl is always very slow getting up.
Yeah, Bump says he's slow going down, too.
Intercepted in the end zone. And out to the 1-yard line, the man in the secondary for the Oakland Raiders is Lester Hayes. Listen to the crowd.
This ball and it ricochets. When it ricochets down there, generally there's a defensive man to make a play, and it does. Lester Hayes, 37, the man that's been making the interceptions all year, comes up with a big play, stops a scoring drive by Houston. We'll be back in a moment.
Football League this year. Is he ever happy? Lester Hayes. All right. Oakland now at their own 1-yard line. They go with 2 tight ends. Mark Van Egan. 5-yard line. It'll be second down and 6. You look at Lester Hayes. You were talking about during the commercial. He has more stickum on his hand and his elbow pads. I don't think you can pry a football away from him.
Boy, he has a lot on. And Oakland is famous for that. I remember Fred Bolitnikoff used to hate it because they'd have all that glue on their hands, and it makes it tough in gripping and throwing the football for the quarterback.
Just missing tying the record during the regular season. Flags are down. Plunkett is down. Ken Kennard may have gotten an early start or may have been drawn off. Let's see.
He definitely got an early start. I don't know whether anybody drew him off sides or not.
Andy Doors with the tackle. Oakland with the football. Their own 14-yard line. First down. Listen to the crowd. Kenny King. King to the 19. He has 5. It'll be second down and 5. Elvin Bethea stopped him there. 19-yard line. Van Egan. On his determination alone, he got 3 yards to the 22, so it'll be third down and a fair. Robert Brazil was trying to bring him down.
There's nothing mysterious about what Oakland is trying to do, Charlie. It's just straight ahead. Almost missing the handoff here. Plunkett to Van Egan. But it's just straight ahead power. That's all it is. Oakland's been doing this for years to their offensive left side behind Big Art Shell and Gene Upshaw. They're looking to maintain possession of this football.
Van Egan has 31 yards rushing. Kenny King has 23 yards rushing. That's a total of 54 for Oakland. Earl Campbell has 82 of Houston's 90 yards rushing.
Oh, see, quick.
Kenny King.
Quickness and speed. No substitute for it.
First down. The talk before the ball game, of course, was the fact that Stabler, Casper, and Tatum played with the Oakland Raiders. Well, Kenny King started with the Houston Oilers. As a rookie last year, their number 3 draft choice, he was a fullback. That meant that he played behind Earl Campbell. He had a total of 9 yards rushing. Oakland traded for him. They made him a halfback. Play action. Plunkett misses Chester. Hartwig is in. 5 men in the secondary.
For Oakland, 3 wide receivers. They take Raymond Chester out.
They bring Bradshaw in. It's Morris Bradshaw. Third down and 10. And the pass is underthrown to Brand.
Away and had an alley to throw in. He'd have been able to get the ball to him.
And time again, Ray Goff has punted the ball. And he alone, and he does it again. He alone has kept the Oilers with their backs to their own goal line. Roach is on the return. He's in big trouble at the 15. A punt of 56 yards and a flag comes down on NBC. Otis McKinney replacing Burgess Owens, who comes out. Houston has the ball at their own 42-yard line, first down. 3:17 and counting. Time remaining third quarter. Here's Earl Campbell. 3 yards to the 45, second and 7.
Playing the run all the way. Second long, he'll have to throw the football. Even at that, he picks up, 3 yards on the play.
Reggie Kinlaw and Mike Davis make the tackle. Carl Roaches is now in as a wide receiver. Wilson has come out. Campbell is the remaining back. So Renfro, Roaches, Casper, and Barber are the receivers. Second and 7. Pressure. He's in trouble. He was sacked. That is the 4th sack for the Oakland Raiders. And it was Mike Davis who got it.
And you take a look. They've had 4 sacks. 3 of the sacks have been by defensive backs. 2 by Lester Hayes. 1 now by Davis. The other one by Elvin Bethea.
No. Let me just make it. The other one by Dave Brown.
That's right.
Yeah. Just want to make that correction. That is as many times as this man has been sacked in one ball game this year. Boy, that's a big play. Takes it back to the 33. Loss of 12.
Elvin Bethea sacked his own man. Hey, that's a trick.
I wanted to get that one. I knew you'd like that. 3rd and 19. Pulled down by Mike Barber. 44-yard line. Gain of 11. So it will be 4th down. And still around 8 to go as Otis McKinney makes the tackle. This is the crowd reacting to the defense of the Oakland Raiders.
The passing situation. Houston knows that. They're making changes, bringing in some additional people, including Jack Tatum, the leading interceptor for the Houston Oilers. He's in the ball game.
Right, he had 7 during the regular season. That is the high in his career. Kenny King is back into that offensive backfield. 3rd down and 7. He's an excellent receiver. Chandler shows motion. Both backs in the block, and one swings out in the left flat. Going deep to Branch. He has a 45-yard line of Houston. Cliff Branch. 32 yards on the close. The score is Oakland 10 and Houston 7. And we'll be right back after these messages from your local station. Al Davis.
You see what he's wearing?
Super Bowl ring.
That's what they're looking for. Both teams out there want to be wearing one of those things after about, what, 5 weeks? 4 or 5 weeks?
January 25th. Report on Burgess Owens. Cut on. Could be back. 44-yard line of Houston. Opens the ball first down. We open the fourth period. Play out. Good fake by Plucker. Going deep. He's open. Has it. Touchdown. Raiders. Arthur Whittington. 44 yards.
Play pass to Whittington. Credit that offensive line of protection. Van Egan stays back. An excellent throw by Plunkett. Right on the money. He beat Darryl Hunt, number 50, the linebacker, into the end zone for a touchdown.
An 80-yard drive in 4 plays. And it took a minute and a half.
I credit the wide receivers. Branch did an excellent job of clearing out that area, providing man-to-man coverage on the running back by their linebacker, Hunt, number 50.
The extra point gives the Oakland Raiders a 10-point lead. 14:53 left. We'll be back with a kickoff.
That it's man-to-man out there because Cliff Branch cleared out that area. And you look down there, you have a linebacker on a back, and you do not see, until just Vernon Perry comes into the picture right there, a defensive back in that area. That's the great respect they have for Branch, because when he takes off deep, they're going with him.
Barr, big shot, taken at the 8-yard line by Ronnie Coleman. And Coleman returns to the 30-yard line, and there's a flag down on the return. Derek Jensen and Jeff Barnes make the tackle, but time and time again, on punting plays and on kickoff plays, we have seen flags down in this ball game.
And generally, it's against the receiving team. And here it is, holding. The one thing, as I say, you do not want to do, you don't take a chance. Particularly when you're going to get the ball in good field position, don't jeopardize your team. And take a chance of getting you back, and that's what they're going to do right now. They're on the 25-yard line. Looks like where the officials are starting. So here is back to the 16-yard line. Now they got 84 yards to go.
Holding on the run back, number 45. First down.
Holding on Tim Wilson. So the Oilers will come out Troy. They have Billy Johnson and Mike Renfro in as wide receivers. Casper Barber enters the tight end. Rob Carpenter is the remaining back. Pressure. And it is Mike Davis, the strong safety. 5th sack for the Raiders, and 4 of the 5 have now come from men in the secondary.
Mike Davis has had 2. Lester Hayes has had 2 quarterback sacks, and I'm sure Houston did not expect that. If they did, they didn't have anybody back there to pick up Davis, because you're going to see him coming in right now.
Normally, it's a linebacker that cut on a blitz, and the halfback looks for him if he comes, he stays in, or the blocking back. Back to cut.
No, you don't, because your responsibility a lot of times, if you're a running back in a passing situation, is a linebacker, you locate that linebacker first. If he comes, you block him. If he doesn't, then you go out in the pass battle.
Carpenter has a yard, and that is all. Ted Hendricks has him, and Rod Martin joins him.
Now I just think back the last 2 plays. On the kickoff, a penalty. Takes him back to the 16-yard line. Going back to pass, they had the blitz on. The safety man comes and nails the quarterback. Now they're down back to what? About the 7.5, 8-yard line. And it's a 3rd down situation, 18 yards to go. Not a very good situation to be in, but do not count the snake out. He's been there before.
Carl Roaches comes in. Johnson comes out as a wide receiver. Blitz again, a double blitz. They almost get him for a safety. He gets the pass off, but barely. And the flag goes down.
And that is right on the 25-yard line.
That would mean defensive holding and an automatic first down.
Stabler avoids it here. They had the blitz on. Browning, 73, gets a hand on it, but he overruns it. He throws the ball, but he gets nailed as he throws it. Hendricks hits him. All he was trying to do is get rid of the football to avoid that loss back there.
And Ted Hendricks is 6'7", 225 pounds.
Holding. Defense number 23. First down.
Holding on Otis McKinney. Now, any defensive foul with 5 exceptions carry the first down. That's offsides, encroachment, delay of game, illegal.
First down.
Holding on Otis McKinney. Now, any defensive foul with 5 exceptions carry the first down. That's offsides, encroachment, delay of game, illegal substitution, excessive timeouts. All of the defensive fouls carry a first down. That is the reason it is a first down at the 13-yard line.
They've got a first down now. They started on the 16. They're back on about the 14-yard line.
And Earl Campbell is in, and he carries. And he goes out to the 17. He has 4, so it'll be second down and 6.
Burgess Owens coming back in the ball game, Charlie.
And that is good news. He was out with a cut eye. Lots of time remaining. 13 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the fourth. 86 yards rushing, 23 carries. Boy, they have shut him down at 23 carries. Not a lot of yardage. Usually he has around 155, 160.
Well, Oakland has done an outstanding job against the running game all year long. They've had problems against the pass. Morton with Denver put, 461 yards he threw for Denver against the Oakland Raiders.
20-yard line.
Say for so long, well, there's so much time remaining. They're down 10 points.
Kenny King gets the call. He'll lose a yard. It'll be second down and 11. Robert Brazil and Greg Bingham make the tackle. Tatum now in the secondary for the Oilers. 5 men in the secondary. Plunkett has completed 7 of 21. Whittington, sweep right. And he is wrapped up at the 40-yard line, maybe the 41. It'll be fourth down as Vernon Perry got him. And Ray Guy will be kicking again.
Houston defense did the job, and they did the job on first down. They stopped Oakland on first down. I think they had a second 8 situation after the first down, forcing Plunkett to go to a play pass, and that didn't work, so now it's a third down situation. Oakland did not want to take a chance, I'm sure, of putting that ball up in the air and throwing an interception. As I said before, Oakland's feeling right now, if Houston is going to get anything, let them earn it. Don't give it to them.
Roaches is set for the return, and Ray Guy has been the most valuable player for the Raiders in this game. He sails a beauty that hangs forever. 10-yard line, 50, flag is down, 20, 30, just outside the 30. There was not a flag. I'm sorry, I saw a yellow marker on the sideline, and it wasn't a flag. You know what that is? It's a crowd microphone down there. And Ray Guy makes the tackle. The most interesting thing is watch the people in the stands when he comes up. They pretend he's not there.
That's rather difficult to do, too.
Houston out from their own 31-yard line.
He's going to pass.
Campbell can throw it.
But where?
Out of bounds. He has completed 1 of 2 during the regular season, and that was for a touchdown, but this one was to Renfro. I will say one thing, that when Earl winds up to throw, he does take a long time to throw. Osteen had the cover.
Here it is. He shows pass real soon. And just wound. They didn't say it don't make any difference whether it looks pretty or not, Earl. Just get it out there. But he's going to have to understand that when you do throw it out of bounds, whether you catch it or not, it's no good.
That pass that we talked about that he completed during the regular season was to Billy White. Hughes Johnson covered 57 yards for a score. Second and 10. The Raiders now will go with 4 down linemen, 5 in the secondary. Roaches and Renfro are the receivers. Campbell, the remaining back.
There's the way you throw it.
And there's the way you defend it. Lester Hayes. Excellent coverage. Perfect coverage.
What a day he's having. He's had 2 quarterback sacks, and for a cornerback, that's virtually unheard of. You don't have that in the whole season. But here you got Renfro going up top, man-to-man coverage. 37 Lester Hayes with Renfro makes an excellent play right there. He turned his head around, didn't lose sight of the fact of where the receiver is, located the football and knocked it away.
And don't forget also, he had the interception in the end zone.
He has the stick of that glue all over his head here, as well as the rest of his body.
Rob Carpenter in the backfield. It is 3rd down and 10. Flags are down. Pass is incomplete at the 45-yard line. Renfro is claiming pass interference. Lester Hayes had the coverage, but a flag was dropped back at the 30 on the far side of the field.
Well, I know that Oakland jumped. The defensive lineman jumped. I don't know whether they got back or not. May not have. Might have been Willie Jones. Here it is.
That is very close to pass interference. Remember on a pass interference call that the defender has an equal opportunity to the football as does the receiver. But you can't go through the man. He almost went through.
Offside, defense, the left side of the defensive line, 3rd down.
And that was Willie Jones who was the left side of the defensive line. We picked him up. 3rd down and 5. 36-yard line. Pressure again. Sack number 6, and Willie Jones got it. 6 sacks for the Oakland Raiders. That is the most that Stabler has been sacked in any game this year.
They were putting the heat on. Jones got through him, but Cedric Hartman was also in there, so was Ted Hendricks. Matuzak taking an inside rush. The outside, both Hartman and Jones. Jones coming up with the sack. But there were 3 Oakland Raiders right around Kenny Stabler that time.
7 yards. The Raiders have a 1st down, and we have 9:17 left to go. And that is John Matuzak.
Have not scored any points.
Oakland from their own 25. Play action on 1st down.
Get it back over.
Van Egan. 45-yard line, 46-yard line, updated by Mike Reinfeldt.
Good call by Oakland. I thought that was an excellent call because they hadn't been getting anything on 1st down. They decided to go with a play-action pass. Houston, on the other hand, knows that they have to stop him. Van Egen's hobbling off the field, but here's a play-action pass. Van Egen is waiting there, just hanging around. Then he goes over the line of scrimmage, just dumps it off because the linebackers are flying back. The tackle is going to come up and be made by number 37, Mike Reinfeldt. He caught him right in the 5. That looks like the problem for Van Egen right now. But that's a good call by Oakland.
Van Eegen is on the sideline. They're working on him. A gain of 21 on the play.
Look at that speed.
Kenny King around the corner. 1st down. 40. Touchdown is saved by number 37, Mike Reinfeldt. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of 27 yards.
Whittington going into the ballgame, as you can see right now. But watch the speed. He goes looking to the inside. Now he puts it on right now, and he outruns. Wilson, number 33, goes to the sideline. Right now, it's 37. Mike Reinfeldt is there. If he hadn't been there, they'd put 6 more points on the board. Taking a look at ground level, what it looks like down there where all the action is taking place. But the speed of King is getting a dimension to the Oakland Raiders that they haven't had for a long time, or if they've ever had.
Report on Van Eegen and Charlie Horse. He can come back. 27-yard line, 1st down. 2nd and 10, 27-yard line of the Oilers.
Like I said, the thing to do is throw it up top.
He's open in the end zone. Incomplete. A flag is down. Flag drops the 11-yard line. Chandler, the intended receiver, and he was open. And a marker was dropped the 11. It'll be pass interference, a gift. The Houston Oilers.
Yes, number 33 is J.C. Wilson out there, and I think what it was kind of a stop and go, or making him look like it was going to be a sideline move, and one up top was wide open.
Pass interference, defense, number 33, 1st down.
3rd down and 9. Branch is in the slot left. 3rd sack for the Houston Oilers. It is good from 37 yards away. And the Raiders now lead the Oilers by 13. 20-7 with 6:25 left to go. Could determine number 1. The Orange Bowl between Florida State and Oklahoma. Houston at their own 12-yard line. First down.
They're going to be putting the heat on Stabler now. They've been doing it all day, and they're not going to stop now.
Pass is incomplete. Casper, but it was behind him. Be sure to stay following football with us for a special 2-hour Chips that will be seen in its entirety. We're going to slide the network tonight. That means that when the football game is over, then you will be able to see Chips from the beginning to the end. On the West Coast and most Mountain Time Zone stations, Chips will be seen at its regular time. Second down and 10.
Tough situation for Houston because you'll take a look at those defensive linemen. Look at them. They're ready to fly. They have one thought in mind, and that's get to Stabler, and they do.
And they do. That is the 7th sack for the Oakland Raiders. Reaction to Ted Hendricks' sack.
What a great year he's had, Charlie. 12th year. I think he's done so many things. He has made so many things happen. He creates fumbles. He blocks kicks. He blitzes. Does an outstanding job with that. Pass coverage. Just, as they say, he can do it all.
7 sacks, 65 yards in losses.
They're going to go after him again, I bet you.
Far side, incomplete.
See what that pressure does? See what that pressure does? A lot of times they don't even get to you. But you get the pressure, and you got to get rid of it before you want to. And I see a yellow flag there.
Yes. Otis McKinney had the coverage, and you're right. They have it third down.
They just changed it on the scoreboard.
Pressure is there again. It's intercepted. Lester Hayes.
He'll score.
Lester Hayes. Touchdown. That's it. 20 yards on the interception return.
Too long. Look at that 37. Lester Hayes was in great position to come up with the interception. And along the sidelines, there is no one to touch him. He's in for a touchdown.
Willie Jones, go ahead.
He's looking to go to Renfro, running an out route, but he had excellent position. Defensively had excellent position on Renfro. Renfro really never got him turned around. And the reason he did it because they had 18 yards to go, so he'd let him catch it in front of him all day long.
Willie Jones and Ted Hendricks were putting the pressure on Ken Stabler. Sellout crowd here. Still here. The leaders and those that... Extra point. It's good. 27-7. Oakland leading with 5:29 left.
Defensively, Oakland has done a tremendous job on this Houston team. This Houston team that has the running of Earl Campbell, who gained almost 2,000 yards with 1,934 yards during the season. The defensive backs have done a tremendous job for Oakland. They have 4 sacks by the defensive backs. 2 by Davis, the safety, and 2 by that man, Lester Hayes. Not only that, but Lester Hayes came up with that big interception.
Lester Hayes with 2 interceptions and the touchdown. And the reason the miscount on the down was on that false start penalty. You cannot refuse it. It's automatic because it's called and they had the down go over. That was the reason for it.
Vernon Perry also coming up with a big interception in the end zone.
He really had. Ronnie Coleman and Carl Roaches are set for the kickoff return. Chris Farr boots it away. Ronnie Coleman. 20, 25, 30, 32-yard line. Houston from their own 32, first down. Morris Bradshaw making the tackle for the Raiders. Oilers trailing by 20. 3 touchdowns in 5:19. Maybe an impossibility. Time remaining. Pass is complete to Renfro. Fumbles it. It is picked up by the Oakland Raiders. It is, guess who? Lester Hayes. Hayes reverses. He wants to use up the clock. No, they're going to bring it back. They blew the whistle. They said the play was dead at the 24-yard line. The Oilers will retain possession of the football. Burgess Owens is the man who made the hit.
This was a good throw by Stabler because he had to drill it in there between about 2 or 3 defensive players and over the head of Hendricks to Renfro making the stop. And hey, that's very close, Charlie. He was up in the air.
I think that's the first call the officials have missed in this ball game.
He was, take a look at that. He was up in the air.
He lost possession in the air. You're right.
He's got possession of it right now, so it is a catch. He is hit right there. The headgear goes in and knocks that ball loose. And it's up in the air. He didn't hit the ground before the ball was lost.
And a flag is down on this play.
He's so strong in his leg. When you get soft turf like this, and he starts digging in, he's going to dig up the turf. That's where he has an advantage, I think, on synthetic turf.
Oakland now from their own 4-yard line. 1 minute and 54 seconds away from winning the wild card game.